Hello people, it's Gavin here again from Hologram Productions. And today we're going to be working on some Anjunadeep style breakbeat melodic techno. So I will be showing you how to create ethereal breakbeat drums, bass and lead arps, taking influence from artists like Franky, Cristoph, Marsh and Leena. I'm going to offer 3 different options. The project files and samples for all 3 options are already available on my website in the Melodic Breaks Master Pack, and you can follow the link in the description. For those who want to see a 4th option and want to see every single step from beginning to end, I have also made available on my website the Melodic Breaks Start to Video tutorial. It includes a 2-hour-long video of how I made the track based on the Anjunadeep breakbeat format. If you struggle following this video, I strongly recommend you pick that one up. So let's get started with beat number 1. As usual, we're going to start with the all samples that I'll be using come from my own Melodic Breaks sample pack. Let's find a good loop. Yep, this one's good. Let's just throw this one in. We're going to need a kick to go over the top of this sample. So let's take a kick from the pack and draw out the following MIDI. Roll off the lows on the breakbeat sample. Duplicate the kick channel and rearrange the MIDI to put in a snare. That sounds good. Duplicate the snare channel and rearrange the MIDI for a hi-hat. Let's find a sample in the pack. Yep, that's good. Duplicate the hat channel and rearrange the MIDI to have a beat on every 16th, like a shaker. Use a different sound of that sample, put on an LFO and attach it to the start time. Cool. As with all music production, you need to put in the time working the EQ on each sample so everything sounds well together. I'm going to layer this up with one more break sample from my pack. This one sounds good. I'm going to work the sample a bit. I'm going to turn the volume down, quantize everything to 16th beats, preserve the transients, pull them back, transpose them up to make them higher, then throw in a delay on the following settings that you can see to create the Haas effect. Now you can hear it in the stereo field. Group the drums together, and then you need to glue and EQ everything. Then run it into a return reverb. Now let's move on to the... For the bass, we're going to use a wavetable and draw out 16th notes. I'm going to shape the envelope, like so, to create a pluck. Then throw on warm echo, my own preset. Turn it to sawtooth. Now let's carve out a melody. That sounds good. I brought the melody down 2 semitones, duplicated, and now I'm going to use this to construct a bass. These 3 notes will be the basis of the bass. Put them down 2 octaves. Turn on the second oscillator, another sawtooth, detune it. Turn on shimmer. Turn on sub. Now you've got a beefy Reese bass.
Sometimes I feel like throwing my hands up in the air.
This'll work.
Throwing my hands up in the air.
It takes time to shape the audio so that the words she's saying
Hands up in the air.
are in time
Throwing my hands up in the air.
with the music. Hence why I'm fast forwarding over it. It takes ages.
In the air.
We need more effects, reverb, filter, stuff. Cool. The audio effects rack includes reverb, delay, slapback, and some other stuff. I want to create another melody for the breakdown, because I want there to be movement in the melody and chord changes. You use the original MIDI that we had and move things around. I want changes for the second half of the bass line. pick. And all together. Great, now let's move on to option number 2. Again, we start with a break sample. Drag it in. Glue and EQ to roll off the lows. Throw in a simper and let's find a kick and then draw out a kick rhythm. Lovely. Let's use the tambourine loop as a shaker. Tambourines can be quite sharp, so you need to use a lot of EQ and a lot of glue. Duplicate the kick line and put in the MIDI line for the snare. Let's find a snare. Perfect, rim shot. If you really want to learn the tricks of the trade when it comes to gluing and EQing and all that stuff, contact me at this email for a one-on-one tutorial. You'll be surprised with how much you can learn in an hour. For the 909 style hat, I'm going to use one of my own loops, drag it in, but delete all of the offbeat details which I don't think I need, and let's just keep the hats. And again, glue and compress so that it sounds good in the mix. Good. Now let's look at option number 3. All the samples I'm using come from my Melodic Breaks pack. You can pick it up on Bandcamp if you don't want to get the entire MIDI pack. So as you can see here, all you need is a track for the kick, a track for the snare, a track for the hat, and 1 or 2 breakbeat loops where you roll off the lows and you glue them down. That is the key to making punchy and crisp, clean sounding breakbeats. Also, don't be afraid to use Foley samples with the transients preserved and run them through an echo, like I've done here. And you need a good ride sample as well, glue it down. Really nice bicep style breakbeat. Beef it up. Now it's time to throw in a... This time I'm going to use Serum. BA Chunky Bass Chopped is the name of the preset. Sounds nice and fat. And it's sawtooth based. It's got a nice pluck to it. A thirds based rhythm. Now let's add the same Serum preset, but the notes are up an octave. 3-note chords moving up the scale. Because as the notes go up, people's hands will go up. This will be perfect for a breakdown and a drop. Running it through some reverb. Yeah, this sounds really good. Now let's use this format to make a really beautiful drop. Yep, no question, that track would absolutely kill on the dance floor. If you too are looking to make music that will kill on the dance floor, that email, which is almost about to drift off the end of the screen, oh, it's gone now, you'll have to rewind because you missed it. Contact me in order to show me the tracks that you've been working on, and I will help you get them over the finishing line. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.